Hello everyone, welcome back to the Driple Studios channel. I'm Sacksooma and today we're going to be making a clicker game on Scratch. This tutorial will consist of I think like 3 to 4 videos, and I hope you guys enjoy. If you do enjoy this first video of the series, please do smash the like button and make sure you guys subscribe. So let's just jump into it. This is like this is just a show of what the game really is going to be like. So let's just click play, just keep playing. This is like the first trial version I made of it. So as you're going to see, if I buy this, it costs 25 and it gives me 3 per click now. However, if I quickly buy another one, now it gives me 4 per click. So I'm going to be teaching you guys how to make this game on Scratch, so let's just jump straight into it. So all you want to do is just name your game. So I'm going to call my game Apple Clicker, and I'm going to delete my sprite. You can call it whatever you want, it doesn't have to be Apple Clicker, and it really doesn't matter what it is, as long as it is like nothing too similar to someone else's game. I don't think there's an Apple Clicker on here. I didn't search on the Scratch then. I didn't search, which I should have, so hopefully there's no other Apple Clicker game. But probably isn't, but it's fine. So now we have our Apple. I'm going to size this up, move to 250, not 2500. Perfect. I'm now going to do -90, 0. Okay, so now it's kind of in the correct position, and I'm now going to just make the backdrop a nice greeny colour to give us a sense of. Wait, hang on. If I choose backdrop outdoors, if there's like a tree area, there's a jungle, there's a tree, there's a woods. Let's just go for the jungle. So now we have the jungle background. Happy days. It doesn't need to be, it can be any background you want. Obviously this is completely up to you. It doesn't matter what you want to do with it. It's completely fine. So first thing we're going to do is just lock in the position. So when the green flag clicked, we want it to go to the position that it is. We're going to force it to be there, because now obviously you can't drag it when you're playing the game, like so. You can't actually drag it. So we hit play, and the next thing that we want to do is make the button clickable. So we want to go to the events tab and click when this sprite clicked. You just want to drag that underneath. It doesn't have to be underneath, but I like going down as it makes more sense. Then you want to head over to the variables tab. This is where we start to get in with the variables. In this there are like a couple of variables that we need to know and we need to use. So all we need to do is create the first variable. So I'm gonna go ahead and delete this variable called my variable. I'm gonna make a new one and I'm gonna call it cash. There we go. So now it says the variable cash is displayed in game, which is what we want. If we do, no, let's just keep it at the normal readout for now. And we want to go down. We're going to stay in the variable tab, and we want to drag the set cache to 0 underneath there, and we can clean up the blocks. Right click and clean up blocks there. And so now we want, when the sprite clicked, change cache by 1. That is exactly what we want. And so now it's basically done right now. However, I'm gonna quickly make a nice little animation for it. So I'm just going to quickly make a little bite effect, I guess. Convert this to bitmap. Oh, I accidentally just made it all bumpy by accident. So now if we just do this, scale down our thing by 20, 50%, and now I just need to make the bite mark. So if we do this, there we go. Now we need to make a little bit of a peach colour, I guess. So if we grab full scale colours, there we go. Let's just colour this in. There we go. Colour it in a bit more. Let's make it round. That doesn't look right in my opinion, so I'm just gonna keep it like this. This probably looks the most professional in my opinion. Obviously nothing I make is gonna look professional, because I'm not very much of an artist. So let's just call this apple eaten, and then let's go and let's just keep making these. So I'm just gonna currently make a little animation for it, and then I'll teach you guys how to code it after I do that. Okay, now that I have done that successfully, I think I'm now going to code it. Well, I didn't think I'm going to do that, I know I'm going to do that. So, first thing you want to do, if you've done an animation like mine, you want to go to the code thing, and you want to go switch costume to costume, the first costume here, when the green flag is clicked. That will just set it back to the original, and it will completely just like keep it there. It'll, you know, it won't break the game, let's say. So the next thing we want to do is, when the sprite clicked, you just want to drag the next costume above to the change cache. And so now, if we click it, as you can see, looks like we're eating it. Now I'm also going to get a sound. There we go. I'm actually going to I'm now going to just make this quite, what's the word? Like, low sound. So now it has chomp sound, so obviously I'm going to have a button now to mute audio, so that will be absolutely fine, but I'm not going to do that just yet. We can probably do that in another episode. So now I'm going to save the thing here, and that is basically this Apple button done. So now I'm going to make the upgrade button. So I'm going to go choose a sprite, because I'm not very good at drawing. We're now going to get a button. I think we're going to go for this one here, this grey button here. Going to set the size up to 200. Alright, that might be too big, but then that shouldn't be too big. Alright, now I'm just going to write some text saying upgrades, click, power. Now I've done that, I need to now, do not want to do that, I just wanted to select this. And it's not center, which is a bit annoying. I can fix that right now, there we go. So the text is a bit scuffed, so I might have to just lengthen this up a bit and put this back in the center. There we go. So now I've got the upgrade click power button up there. We want that to, we don't need a sound for this, but we'll keep it there just in case. So now we want to lock this into position. I think I'm going to set this into position 130, 120. There we go. And now I'm going to go to the events tab, drag the green flag clicked and go to that position. And there we go. So now I'm going to rename this button to upgrade B1. So it just means, so basically a short term for upgrade button 1. There we go. And now we want to do a bit of a I guess a math equation. So we grab the Ub1 Price clicked button here, and then we go down to control, go for the if then block here, drag that, connect that to there, and then we want to go down to variables, not variables, operators, sorry, and we want to do the OR button here. So we're going to need this OR button, this greater than button, or this equal to button, and then we want to do the, so now we've got this, right, so we've done this, and we want to go to variables and drag the cache into these two, and we want to make a new variable. We're going to need to make 2 new variables, and this one's going to be called click power. We can go ahead and hide that, and then we want to get the set button here, and I'm just going to clean up the blocks. I'm also going to get change click power by 1. Power to 1. There we go, clean the blocks. And we're going to make a new variable called Ub1 Price. Okay, now we can hide that. And then all we need to do now is drag set Ub1 Price to that, clean up blocks, change this to that, and now we've got this. So now we need to grab the Ub1 Price into these two things here. So now if the cache is greater than Ub1 Price, or cache equal to Ub1 Price, then change click power by 1, and then change Ub1 Price by 1, and then we want to change cache by, and then we want minus, and we want to grab this, we want to go to the operators section, go to operators, and then we want this second one down here, the second one in the operators, -1, so it'll be change cache by, and then we'll go back down to variables, cache, cache take away Ub1 Price. So basically what this means is that if you have enough cash to buy it, so I'm going to currently right now set this price to 25. Can I do that? No, I can't. Okay, so it's going to increase the price each time by 25. So now it will just add 25 constantly. And it will just double each time. If you want it to double each time, I would grab the Ub1 Price from the variable section and drag that into there, so it would double it, like so. So now, if we quickly play, just grab 25. If we click this, and now if we now the price is 50. Click power is now 2, and our cash is now 0. There we go. So that's exactly what we wanted. So now if we click it, it should be more. Yeah. All right. So now we got this. We want to make it so it says the price down here. So we're just going to edit back this again. We're going to grab text again and just write price. I'm now going to put a little cool on there, and I'm now going to put this center. I'm going to stretch it out and then unstretch it. And I'm going to put this here. Make it so it doesn't look too stretched. Might lower it a bit more. There we go. That's perfect. And we want to go back here, and then we want Ub1 Price. We want to tick that box here, and then you want to right click it on the game and click large readout, and then you will drag that next to your price, and here you go. That is exactly what you want. That is exactly what you need for the things. Now if we just play, let's just get 25, and then if we click it, as you can see, it doubles in price. However, that did not work. Let me just see what the problem is with that. Okay, so I have a very simple fix for that. All you need to do is go to the operators tab here, grab the plus button here, drag that down here, don't drag it into there yet. Then you want on the first blank space, you want to type in 1. This can now be a blank, it really doesn't matter. And then you want to go to variables, drag click power here, the variable into there, and then drag that to there. So now that basically changes the cache each time you click the apple or whatever your object is by 1 plus, and then whatever the click power is. So now you want to head over to your button upgrade as well, and then you might want to change the set click power to 0. Otherwise, because if you keep it at 1, it will just immediately give you 2 cash each time you click the thing without having an upgrade. However, if it is set to 0, it gives you 1 because of the fact that it gives you 1 anyway. That's the starting one. So, and then this is set to 0, so it just pluses that. If you want to like times the click power, so if you wanted to times, you would do the exact same thing as this. Instead of that, you would grab the times one though. You'd grab that, do this, and this would have to be 1, because otherwise if it was 0, you would get 1. So this is a bit more overpowered than this. I'm going to keep it with this, but this is still good if you want a fast-paced game with everything more expensive. So there we go. I'm now going to set this back to 0. I'm not going to save, and that will be it for this episode. If you guys did enjoy this, please do leave a like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.